Okay, welcome tribe! Thank you for joining. I'm super excited, very happy to have Dirish here with us and joining us for MOON.RISE. We just had some amazing conversations. He has so much to share. So Dirish has been working for quite a long time already with meditation, yoga and Shakti dance, and I think he can explain much better. If you could share a little bit about your journey, what are you offering, what are you teaching?
Sure. So about 10 years ago, I was delving into different practices, and I was very interested in yoga, and I loved what yoga had to represent and how it really helped benefit me because I was doing that a lot. And I started actually with meditating first. So that was my first way in, and then yoga came afterwards. But as I was doing yoga, meditation, and I was also doing dance, I was like, I really love a practice which incorporates yoga, meditation, and dance. And then, so I put that out. I'm thinking, okay, let's see what happens. And then all of a sudden, while I was in a yoga studio one day, they had this class called Shaktidas, and then one of my friends was like, yeah, you should take it, you'll love it, because one of my friends just got back from the yoga festival and they had it there, and I'm just like, not sure, and then I met the teacher, and then I was like, okay, this could be quite good. I went to do the class, and I was like, immediately, it just kind of blew me away. I was like, wow, this is like kind of everything I've been looking for. Yoga, meditation and dance all in one, and that just sparked a reconnection for me, because it was something, because not only was it rooted in something very sacred, but it was also bringing out aspects of gods and goddesses which I've grown up with, and having a reconnection which was a different way of connecting to these gods and goddesses, having a deeper reverence for them than I've ever had before, through a different funnel of dancing and yoga and meditation. Before growing up, it was mainly prayers growing up, but to have this dance, because I've been dancing, I had a dance background as well for doing what I'm doing right now. Classical Indian dance, which is dancing for temple dance, which is from West India, and then over the years it's just been deepening through those waves. And so Shakti dance is a yoga of dance, and it's rooted in Kundalini yoga. So I was loving,
so
for me, I was loving Kundalini yoga a lot. I was getting a lot of grounding, but also breakthroughs with it as well, which was really helping me to evolve, not just the person as a soul, as something greater than who I am. So, and then having Shakti dance just adds a different layer, because I found that through Kundalini, which rises from the base all the way to the crown, and dancing with it was a whole other experience. Not just sitting there in a yoga posture, but actually dancing with it and moving with it, which was beginning to really deepen my awareness of what this Kundalini Shakti energy is, how divine it is, how transformative it is, and how much it's connected with the elements, with something greater than who we are. So that was really something for me to delve and experience. So I've been teaching this for about 6 years now, and we really focus on waves in the body, different waves, different ways of spirals in the body, and how these spirals, which we do with our movement, are very much in nature, spirals.
And cycles as well. We've been talking a lot about the cyclical nature.
Absolutely.
In nature, everything kind of grows, and then spring, summer, autumn, winter, spring again, and there's always the cycles which are spirals.
Yeah, so that has a deep play in the way that it's being expressed in nature, the full cycle, the full seasons. So you begin to see this pattern of how everything is interwoven into this deeper play. So it just begins to peel a lot of layers where you think everything is not so connected, but when you come to do deeper practices in yoga, meditation, dance, or whatever the practice you may be doing, you begin to see that there's more connection in everything and everyone. So that's been a really interesting ride as well. And then just also from doing just postures, but to actually moving with the postures and breathing with the movement just adds another way of freedom, freedom and expression. And I found more freedom in my Shakti dance than I found freedom in other things that I'd be doing. So that just allows more being more expansive, and just body aware, just being more aware of our thoughts, our connections. I mean, ultimately this is what yoga teaches us, but I found it much more like an expansive wave to experience that and to stay true to that.
Yes. And we talked quite a bit about dancing, how it's really like this deeper connection, and then also very expansive at the same time. And I've been getting so interested in all the practices like ecstatic dance and how it is about really dropping into the body.
And I think that we don't really drop into the body enough. Like we can do yoga postures and everything every day, which is amazing. But how deep do we drop into the body? And that's my journey. Because before I wasn't in my body. I thought I was in my body because I live in it every day. But actually to land in, to check in, to deepen, and to understand, like, who am I in this body? Who am I? And that's the question which we kind of need to understand. Like, who are we? We are in this body. We are in these conversations. We are in these. But who are we in ourselves? So that's the journey. That's the quest to knowing who we are, learning ourselves. And through these practices, we can really begin to deeply learn ourselves. When we're able to learn ourselves, we're able to allow others, give permission to others to learn themselves too. This is what I teach in my classes. And if you can let go in a way which gives you joy and you freedom, then that helps to light somebody else up to do that as well. Right? And then that creates this ripple effect, which begins to dance to everybody else.
I love what you're saying, and actually this is connected also to MOON.RISE, I feel, because for me MOON.RISE is a lot about that we as a community start to really step up, and we will send out this ripple effect to everyone around us. So when we rise together, it will create this whole collective shift. So that's very beautiful.
When we rise higher.
Exactly.
Together, because there are times, like even as a practitioner, as a teacher, as a facilitator, there are days when you need your tribe with you.
Yes, of course.
You need someone to lift you as well. As you're lifting others, you need others to lift you also.
Exactly, and support each other.
Because
I think it's so important because we're kind of all doing the work, but we need to support each other.
Right. If you can't support yourself, you're unable to support anyone else.
That's true.
So, what I've learned is that everything that moves is a dance. So this conversation is a dance. The way we breathe is a dance. So the way we breathe really changes all the time in terms of how we are feeling. If we're feeling expansive and open, like we're breathing really fully. But if we're in a state of fear and anxiety, we contract. Now, the dance of our breath becomes very short and minimal, and it doesn't serve who we can fully be. So that's just what I've been learning through through my experience, through sharing with other teachers, and and the movement of the trees, for instance, they have their own dance, their own rhythm.
Yeah.
Everything has their own rhythm. The cycles of the moon has its own rhythm, right?
Yeah.
So whenever we're in a full moon, we know that it's expansive and it can begin to really activate whatever we're feeling on that day. It has this very magnetic pull because we are made up of this water within, and the tides and the waves it pulls the electromagnetic of the moon. So
Yeah, it's amazing.
yeah, so
And how do you feel can we more tap into our own energy of the Shakti? Like how can we connect to it? I feel often we are a little bit disconnected from the body, disconnected from this force. So what are practices or how can we?
I think really honoring like where you are, honoring your experience, honoring how you're feeling, and really self-care, right? To really take care of yourself, to really listen to yourself. I think there's a lot of things that people are quite struggling with at the moment, to really listen to themselves, to really honor that first gut instinct.
Yes.
And try not to let the mind take play on the second guessing game. Because when you allow the mind to take play on what you're truly feeling, then you're honoring that true essence of what's going on. And just taking time to not do so much. Like I'm speaking not just for everybody else, but also myself.
Yes.
We are in a doing world, right?
And especially in London, there's very much this energy.
Right. So it's really
Activity.
about.
I don't know how you feel.
Like in your practice, like I've been telling my students lately, like you can get this beautiful stillness and peace and vibrancy and harmony, but it's really about how do you show up in the world with those qualities. With those qualities, how do you show up? Do you and how you hold yourself with those qualities in a crazy city, in a very fast-paced, stressful city. And for me, that is where your Shakti, your energy, your yoga is.
Yes.
When you're able to really hold yourself. And again, it's about a daily practice to really, my teacher calls it sharpening your sword of truth.
Love it.
Yeah? So when you sharpen that sword of truth, you're in your, what they call in Kundalini yoga and Shaktidas, your satnam, your truth. So it's a practice.
Yes.
Sounds kind of out there, but like it's a practice.
It takes the commitment we talked about.
Yeah, it
the
takes
commitment to
the
show up
commitment,
every day.
the courage,
Yeah.
the commitment and the courage to really step into that and really hold yourself.
Wow.
And really being around those who will really support that, support your vision, support your journey through that.
Love it. Wow. Thank you, Dirish. This is very beautiful. And I hope that this circle can be this for us, that we start to share and empower each other.
What intention is powerful. When you set your intention daily, you're setting a frequency, you're setting the tone for your day, the tone for your interactions, everything. So it's really about coming to your why. And your why is strong. And really tapping into that why daily will begin to peel layers of what that, on its true essence really is.
Yeah. That's powerful. That's maybe a practice to take away, really, intention for every day. That's very beautiful. Thank you so much, Dirish. I'm so happy to have you. Thank you for sharing. And also, if you would like to join Dirish, he has amazing Shakti dance. He's doing amazing events and retreats. We will post some links. Please come and join and get in touch, message us, and hope you enjoy. Thank you, tribe. Thanks for watching.